Peace, 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 beloveds. How's everybody doing? Happy Venus Day. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right, this is a Friday freebie. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for us today and see how the energy is faring among the collective. But before we do, you know what you need to do. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you very much. Um, yeah, we're going to pull a few cards. I pulled a few cards for myself earlier in the week only because I was having this really strange day where I was triggered, like almost from the outset, and I had not felt that kind of triggering in like a long time. And I'm talking that bitter kind of trigger, like, why am I in the position I'm in? And I did look, I sounded like not like the oh, what's the Bible story where the prodigal son comes home? Well, I was more like the son who stayed home and maintained everything. And, he's like, why didn't I get a party? Look at all the work I've done. That's the energy I was in. Sorry, that's the energy that I was in. Like, how this person take my position in this place when she was out there doing wild stuff and getting strung out on crack. And yes, I'm happy that she beat it and she's back on track, but she's like almost running this social scene in this company. I'm like, that was my place, that was my job. I was triggered. I was really, really triggered. And everything that day, just every little thing was like, no, I won't be you. No, I'm not doing that. No, if you want this, then you do it yourself. It was really bad. I was like, oh my God, I was so angry. And I felt that kind of anger. And like, I don't know how long. So I knew Mars had to do something with it. I knew that. But Mars is sitting where in, is it in Cancer? But it may have been a transit or aspect that um, was not in my favor. And I was triggered. So I don't know if any of you all felt this, and this happened on Wednesday. It was a innocent view of someone's post whose birthday was that day, and I was like, let me see what she's up to before I wish her happy birthday. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I was pissed. All right, so let's see. Right now, the sun is square the moon, and it's interesting because my card for today is the moon card, and something just moved into Cancer. What planet just moved into Cancer? Well, the moon is in Cancer. Interesting. The moon is in Cancer. Mars is in Cancer. And the sun, which is in Aries, is squaring the moon, which is probably why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. Plus, plus I was coming out of um, the card the card starting off this week for me was the devil card. It was temptation. So I was monitoring, like, okay, I need to buy this, I need to get this, I need to get that. And I was like, you're spending again. And then some other things I was looking at, I was like, no. And then some other things I was like, no. So even though I did spend, I kept it to as minimal amount of spending as possible. Um, but everything was triggered because, you get your hair done and You want to go out and you want to go shop and all this other. So that probably triggered a little bit of that. So let me see. That's pretty much it. Mercury is conjunct Saturn, and Saturn is still in. That was another thing. Saturn has retrograded back into Pisces. Sure did. Saturn is in Pisces, and that always affected my money. And my money was affected this week. And now I'm going to have to come up with some other alternatives to make up for uh, what was supposed to come through and manifest is not. Yeah, it's like that. Saturn sitting in Pisces in my fourth house, opposite my 10th house, which is career. And yeah, I'm putting out, but I'm not getting back. This is every time with this transit in Pisces, with this planet, Saturn in Pisces. It's devastating. And this is my natal thing. So I don't know if you had to deal with any of that this week. I know I did. And that's why I pulled some cards for me. And I got the disappointment card, which I was like, yeah, I was highly disappointed by some things, but all the cards after that was like really positive, really motivating, uplifting, very encouraging. So I just put them back in the deck. So I can't tell you everything. I know the Queen of Pentacles came out last as one of the overarching energies. The Four of Wands came out. The Three of Wands came out. The Three of Pentacles came. Like it was extremely, extremely positive and encouraging. So yeah, but this is our Friday freebie, and I just want to get a get an idea of where you guys are. Now that you know where I'm at, I'm in a happy place today. I'm in a very happy place. Today was excellent, and I just couldn't. I'm just actually, honestly, I'm just a little bored. Um, I wanted to maybe go exercise, but or take the dog out for a walk. But I wasn't sure about the weather because it rained earlier, and I just want to get caught up in the rain and mess with the dude. I really did not want to do that because I did that earlier in the week and I had to redo my whole do all over again. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So, but this is about you. This is about you today. This is about where you are, how you're feeling, what's going on with you. Where are you energetically? Ooh, just saw the star card. Feeling Aquarius energy. Ooh, look at that. Magician fell out. Can you see that? Yeah, that just fell out, but we're going to keep shuffling. The star, the magician. Ooh, love them. Love them. This is about you, though. It's about you. And so it's lovely for you. Look at this. These cards want to talk. Two of Cups, the Hierophant. Look to. Lovely. Juicy. Very juicy. I like it. Very juicy. Oh, I want to get into my zone. Getting into the zone. It's the last round of shuffling. Mm. Ooh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Got a little lightheaded. They're talking. Okay, almost time. Take some deep breaths. Get into the zone as well. Hmm. I believe I just felt like, ooh, all right. Ooh, ooh. Let me go on and cut these babies because, yeah, that was, I pull from the bottom of the deck, and I only pull from the top of the deck if I want to see where you are currently. But this is basically what's going on beneath the surface, subconscious. Oh, 6 of coins. Very nice. Give and take energy. Very nice. Give and take. 2 of wands. You're waiting for something. Oh, look at that stream of water coming in through there. And look at the moon sitting up there. But it's not telling you much in the moon. There's no face or anything there. Yeah, there's anticipation of something. You're doing your due diligence, but you're waiting. You're like, come on, let's do this. Oh, that's so funny because I was just about to say, but usually when you're like that, you need to enact a little more patience. And the next card out is temperance, which is patience. Just be patient. Sagittarius energy. Just be patient. You got to lock in on some more patience. Don't get impulsive. Don't be compulsive. Don't get frustrated. A watch pot never boils. You've got to dig in for some patience. You don't want to mess whatever this thing up that you put into play. And look at the Hierophant absolutely did come out. Tradition, commitment, commit, commit to your purpose, commit to your goal, commit to the process of which you put in place. This is commitment. Another way to read this is you're doing your due diligence. There's the giving and the taking. Yes, there is the anticipation there, but because you know that, you like, let me dig in deep and grab some more patience. Let me get temperate. Let me not get ahead of myself because you are committed to whatever you've put in place. However, you got the ball rolling, the wheel turning, you're like, I see the bigger picture. I'm not messing this up. I love it. And before that, and after that is justice, 3 of coins, which is collaboration. Very nice. It looks like you're like in the midst. You're in the midst, like right dead set in the middle of the process of whatever this thing is that you got the ball rolling on. You are absolutely committed. You are locking in on your patience. And I love this because look at this. Temperance is number 14, which breaks down to the number 5. That's change. Number 5 is about change. And the Hierophant is the number 5. Also change. Leo energy. Sun energy. Right here in the Two of Staffs, you got the moon sitting here. It's there, but it's not telling you anything. And that's where this anticipation and the waiting is coming in at. You know your ships are coming in. Let me give you, this is the Miss Cleo deck. Let me see if I can give you a little more insight into the Two of Staffs, Two of Wands. Sorry about the noise. Um, Let's put these on. I know I got glasses on, but let's put these on so I don't strain my eyes. A card of uncertainty. See, reflection of one's past actions and choices. So they're saying this is a reflection, self-assessment, and the emotions that follow. You're doing self-assessment. You have to be patient. I'm going to read on the Six of Coins as well. But to continue with the Two of Wands, it says, take time to reflect upon your choices. Before making any decision, consider where you are and how your past relates. See, that's that retrograde energy. Saturn is in retrograde. I believe it's Venus, Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury just went retrograde as well. Okay. So the reverse of the Two of Staves, if it's in reverse, it says it's a surprise, unexpected outcome, and fearful anticipation. See, that's more or less what I'm getting from this card, that there might be some fearful anticipation, some uncertainty. There's a bit of a lack of confidence here, which is why that temperance is coming out. Because it's like, just be patient, trust the process, commit. See, that's what I'm getting. That's exactly what I got. A bit of some fearful anticipation. Now let's read the Six of Coins. I want to read that because this started this whole party off. It says a card of giving, also receiving, see, give and take, appreciation, time to reap rewards, hard work done, Thanksgiving. See, you've done the work. You're doing the giving and the taking. You put in the work. There is Thanksgiving. It's a time to reap your rewards. And that's where this is coming in at. Am I going to get those rewards I've been working so hard for? Well, what kind of rewards will I get for the hard work I put in? I'm giving, I'm taking. I'm not being selfish. I'm being temperate. Oh, I love this. You may receive unexpected money. I like that. A time of economic gain approaches. If your hand is out to give, your other hand will receive. Ah, very nice. Very nice. And in the reverse, it says a card of envy, hoarding, misdirected lust, perceived imbalance. I'm not getting any of that reverse energy here. Only the Two of Staffs, I got a little bit of that reverse energy, but not for the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins is definitely giving me what I got, which is a card, a card of give and take, appreciation, time to reap rewards, hard work done, Thanksgiving, like very positive energy, humility, intentionality, intention, intentionality. I want to say it that way. So that's exactly what I get from the Six of Coins. And I'm getting here that you're hoping to get that unexpected money and not just a little bit. Not just a little bit. You want it multiplied. And it is a time of economic gain that is approaching. You see this moon? I kept saying this moon is not telling you much. It's there. It's almost like it's folding up to get folding, which is kind of weird. It's a weird version of the moon. Looks like it's folding and the tips of it is going in the dark. It almost looks like a claw. But you're hoping like, yeah, this is that time of economic gain approaches, but it's not telling you what, when, where, how, or why. You just know. You just know where you are in the process. But whether this is telling you to be temperate, hold your horses, it's coming, or you're saying to yourself, hold on, I know what I did. Reflection of the past. I know how I got ahead of myself in the past, how I put uh, the cart before the horses in the past. I know how I got impatient in the past. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to be in that place again. I don't want to make that mistake again. And self sabotage. But there is commitment here. This is commitment. Whether it's you committing to yourself about respecting the process here, or the universe saying, I got you. I got you. Mm, mm, mm. Very lovely. This is also a time of testing. This is this time period, this in this particular space where tests come. Like I got tested with the devil energy early in the weekend. You know, they were spending, but I was like, I'll spend, but I only do this much. I'll do this, but I only do that much. I'm going to keep it temperate. I'm going to keep it moderate because I don't want my brain to say, oh, we're doing that again. Oh, we're doing spending sprees again. Oh, we're just not respecting budget again. Mm-mm. I didn't want my brain to go, oh, okay, we back there. We doing that. No, 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 we're not doing that. These were necessary. They were unexpected expenses, but they are necessary. They had purpose. There was a need there. And that's how I train my brain. There's a need here. So in getting back to you, you've reflected enough. You're reminding yourself, we're not doing those self-sabotaging things, making those self-sabotaging moves, taking those self-sabotaging this, making those self-sabotaging choices and decisions. We're not doing that. And even if there's a little temptation here, we're going to keep it temperate. We're going to temper this. We're going to keep it under a tight rein and run a very tight ship, even if some of it is unexpected. And then behind that is the portal card, number 11, justice. Justice is being served. I'm going to read that for you too, because Miss Cleo, I like her interpretations of these cards. Justice, balance, decisions based on one's character, legal issues, fairness, and integrity. A decision will be made. Justice will be served. You must look at all the information before a decision is reached. You may face legal action. It is a time that debts will be paid. Just nuts. Whether you have debts to be paid to pay, or you know, you will receive whatever, but something's coming. Justice is being served. And if you've done your due diligence, your give and take, you're reflecting, what did I do in the past? How do I want to move forward in the future? I don't want to repeat past patterns. I want to reprogram my mind. I'm going to hold on, be temperate, be patient, and commit to what I said I was going to commit to. Remember, I said in my other videos, you may have not read or listened to it. The Machiavelli principle is the tiniest, littlest of steps, little tiny steps, but consistently done day after day after day after day after day. That's sustainable over a long period of time, even years or decades. You're just doing a little tiny bit. See, when you do a whole chunk, it's like trying to eat the whole pie, whether it's a piece of pie or apple pie, whatever, you're going to get sick. It doesn't work. It's not sustainable. You can't do a Hail Mary in everything. It's the tiny runs, it's the tiny actions, bit by bit, literally little bits, little tiny bits of action, which almost seems insignificant. Like, why am I even doing this? This is making no impact. Yes, it is. And yes, it will, because it is meant to be that way so that it is sustainable over an extensive period of time. Not a short period of time, not the microwave stuff. This is what us Gen Xers have had to learn to do. If it didn't come natural to us, if we didn't have these type of things in our chart, it didn't come natural for us. It definitely didn't come natural for me. And so I kept taking large chunks and doing big things, and the big thing doesn't work for me. It's the tiniest of the littlest steps, but every day, consistently. And even if it's not every day, it's committing to it. Oh, I didn't make it out to do my marketing and hand out flyers, on Monday or this past week, but I probably have some time tomorrow to do it. I'm committing. I'm not changing my mind. I know it's easy for me to say, ugh, nobody's gonna, respond. No, it's commitment because we know Machiavelli says each little itty bitty step grows to a tremendous benefit and reward. And when you're doing these little itty bitty steps, and I'm calling them little itty bitty steps because that's exactly what it is. During this process, you will be tested. You won't get the messages. You see that moon? That moon is there, but it's like, it seems like it's still. I'm not giving you a hint of where you are, what's about to happen, good, bad, or ugly, reward or karma, dharma or karma. I'm not telling you anything. And this is the test. This to get us to reinforce what we have learned. Uh, I love this. I love this. A decision will be made. Justice will be served. Make sure you look at all the information before you make a decision or before a decision is reached. Make sure you consider everything. You may face legal action. It is a time that debts will be paid, and not just monetary debts, debts, karmic debts, karmic debts. Trust the process. And even if you've got if some karmic something is coming up upon you, and take it take it with a I don't know how the phrase I want to use for this. Just take it like a good soldier. Even in that mindset, you win. And you may thwart some of the impact of what you were supposed to get. Take it like a good soldier. Take it on the chin. It's like if it's mine to deal with, then I understand. You understand? You know what I'm saying? This is beautiful. I love this. I love this message for you. I absolutely love this message for you. It's rare that I get a storyline like this where someone's like in the midst of the process, doing the reflection, doing the day-to-day stuff, being mindful to be patient, not getting ahead of oneself, being reminded to commit, knowing that change is coming. That 5-5, that's a double five, that's change for sure. Change is coming. Change is coming. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a beautiful storyline. It's intriguing. I'm going to hold on to this spread until we meet again. Whether it's an impromptu carpool or another Friday freebie. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. I really am. I'm really proud of you. You're doing good. You're doing good. We're in the age of truth. So a lot of information is coming out. Some days are going to be weird, like unexpected, and you may be triggered to the nine. You understand what I'm saying? But remember to hold on, be temperate, remind yourself, take a second, just a second to reflect. When this situation came up before, how did I handle it? What was the outcome? If you didn't like it, then you know we're going to have to do something different. We have to make a change. We're going to invoke the number 5 in that situation and just keep your tongue if that's what the situation calls for until you can get to your private space and let it all out. Just let it all out. For me, it was just like one day. It's all came out that way. I was in that, and I mean, it hit home too. But I had to take responsibility. Sorry, my glasses are a little crooked. I had to take responsibility for those situations and those workplaces that went the way that they went. And I made the decision to leave. But I'm gonna tell you, years later, I was in a situation. I was like, okay, I'm in this one to stay. I need to lock in and stay. And the universe had no intention of having me stay in that one. I did not leave, and the universe found a situation where it was like, you're out. Gave them they the universe gave them the leverage to boot me out of there and kick me out on my tail and make it on my own. So some things are by fate. A lot of things are by fate, actually. So even though I got through that day, you know, and went back the next day and I was good, which was yesterday, I was good, and today was even better. It was just beautiful energy all day, every day today. Well, beautiful energy all day today. But now that I'm talking about it, you know, the universe just reminded me, remember that fate thing? Even if you had stood your ground, something else would have happened where you were going to have to leave anyway. That was part of the journey for me. It hurts. It hurts to look back on and say, I could have been set, but could I? Would I have been? See, these are the questions you have to ask yourself. Would you have been set? Did you make the wrong decision? Or was it part of the journey? See? All right, beloveds. That would be it for today. So glad you were able to join me on this Friday freebie. I do appreciate you very much. These videos, again, is not hoping for something to go viral. Well, I have to be honest, I was hoping for something to go viral, and maybe it won't. And some videos that I expected to get no traction got traction, and some videos that I expected to get traction that wouldn't get traction. How did I say that? Some videos that I expected to get traction got no traction whatsoever. And other videos where I didn't expect it would be any kind of traction got a lot of traction. So you never know. But the thing is, the Machiavelli principles do a little bit, a teensy tiny bit consistently. Be ready for the tests, but also be ready for the rewards because it absolutely comes with growth and rewards. Okay? All right. I love you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. This is Oracle Deborah signing off. I love you. Peace, peace.